Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Transformers actual play here with a bunch of cool kids that have been joining me for these past couple of sessions. This campaign is called The Past Awakens, and we are now on session 6. And things have gotten really intense in that when we last left off, y'all were sneaking up on a military base trying to uncover the location of a second beacon. Now, there's a lot of question as to how you're going to pull this off because stealthing your way in seems kind of unlikely. And it's becoming more and more apparent that as y'all are creeping up on this military base, unless you plan on really utilizing the humans who are with you, this might be a smash and grab. All of that's been thrown out the window, though, as y'all were sneaking up on this thing. It was detected something might have been stalking all of you in the woods upon approach of the base. And no big deal. It's just Ravager, one of Soundwave's Minibot scouts that has decided to enjoy attacking all of you. We are actually starting today's episode off on initiative rolls. So if we could please have everyone make an initiative roll as we are coming back in straight into a fight.
All right.
All right. So do y'all remember how initiative works?
Yeah.
Could you remind?
I wanted to point something out cool about my character at being a scientist but specializing in medical officer. He gets a special, since we leveled up to level 4, at level 3 he got a power called Sirens Blaring. And that gives him an upshift on initiative and gets to roll with a
edge.
You're talking about
edge, sorry.
yeah.
Thanks. We're all like blankly.
There's a lot of
he gets an upshift and an edge on initiative, so that's kind of exciting.
That is really you are moving fast.
Yeah, for a big recycling truck, this is going to scare the crap out of everybody.
It's good that you didn't get surprised too, because Ravager is good at dropping a surprise attack. But you scored. I should point out, Carmisi, you basically robbed Ravager of a surprise round, which would have been. I just want to say that would have been very bad.
Oh,
Ravager
yes.
landing a surprise attack is kind of what Ravager does, and oh boy.
As soon as
Good on
Derailer said eyes, that was it. You know, it's like, well, I'm turning around and gonna look at it.
All right, so
yes. Can I have a quick reminder about initiative?
so you should have an initiative score, but it's just a D20 and adding, it's same as any other skill check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought I was missing something. I do have something related to initiative stuff. Everybody talks about theirs first.
I got a 19.
Nice.
I also got a 19.
I got a 12.
All right. So processor is on a 19. Sleeper is on a 19.
Real quick,
Railer is on a 12.
this area where Ravager has pounced upon us, is it still in the wooded area or is it in the more clearing-y area?
No, y'all are still pretty much in the wooded area.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all, this fight is probably going to go unnoticed by the military base.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
Well, you won't believe it, but also a 19.
Holy
wow.
Guys. Okay. Oh, crap. That's 3 19s. Ravager rolled really well on initiative, and y'all are still getting to go first. So whoever has the fastest here, I believe we're looking at speed. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
To find out who's going to go fast, who's going to go first?
I have a speed of 9.
Sleeper, processor, and Carmisi.
It's not 9.
It's not 9. Okay, Sleeper, you're up. You see, this is Ravage. He is one of the more signature. You guys, as Autobots, whether or not you've fought Ravage before, you know exactly who this is.
Mm-hmm.
Who comes leaping out of the bushes. Ravage is intent on absolutely killing Carmisi. Or at least that's what it looks like. Ravage looks like he's Ravage. So
we are far enough to be out of earshot.
Yeah, y'all aren't gonna have to worry about, as a GM, I'm telling you, unless you start breaking out some big fireworks, you're not gonna have to worry about the military base right now.
All right, in which case, how close am I to Ravage?
Let's see. Carmisi was lagging back just a little bit. I would say maybe about 15 feet.
That's close enough. I don't need to do any sort of special speed things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to...
You're within movement. Yeah.
Actually, no, let's do this.
Okay.
I will pop out my arm cannon or shoulder. Did I have it on my shoulder? Let's say shoulder cannon.
Okay, shoulder cannon.
And just do a blaster shot at.
So, point of note. Those are the fireworks I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Get the shot off because it is a big laser blast in the middle of the night. So
that's why I was checking.
Do it. Yeah.
Never mind then. Let's do the other thing. Let's. Okay. I know. The arm grappler hook.
Hey.
Ooh.
And we will shoot that in to ravage. Okay. It's a maneuvering effect instead of a damage thing. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So, okay, a couple things.
Sure.
I don't know if this is the way it's interpreted, but for my 3rd level perk within my role, at 3rd level, I get an upshift on maneuver attacks. Does this count for that? Or does maneuver attacks mean something different?
It doesn't do... I think it means because you're saying that what you're saying is your weapon doesn't do damage; it does a maneuver hindrance, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I would say that's not a maneuver attack. That's literally just like an effect of an attack.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me do that first. Let me try to grapple him with the grappler. It's reached by 3 range. Reach X3.
Okay.
Is that close enough where I don't have to move more than like say 5 feet?
Yeah, that's totally within the wheelhouse. You are very close at this point.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's my D20 plus my finesse, which is at a D4.
Make your roll.
Ooh, 21.
That's gonna hit. So what is the effect here?
I think I have to pick one of a couple.
Okay.
Let's see. I would like to. I think I can grapple with the grappler. That checks out, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which would, let's see.
Have the grapple rules.
Yeah, you have the grapple rules up.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I'll just do grapple on ravage. That way, hopefully, keep ravage out of the hair of the other folks while they can do their thing.
Movement becomes 0 and ends when the grapple ends. If the grappler is defeated or unconscious, or the grappled character is out of reach of the grappler. Okay, so yeah, so right now, Ravage's movement is going to drop to 0. So in the middle of that jump, you basically pull Ravage out of the air. So nice. Like leaping straight at your face, Carmisi, when all of a sudden this grapple gun just hooks onto it, and there's a plume of dust and gravel as it just goes popping up in the air as Ravage slams into the ground.
And then with my final free action, since I didn't move, for the 4th level, I took Dodgy as a perk, which means that if I did not move more than 5 feet, I can use a free action to defend. So I will defend with the rest of so in case Ravage does something to me.
Yeah.
I'm still able to get out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So next up is going to be either that's either going to be Processor or Carmisi. What are y'all going to do?
My speed is 4.
I think I'm 6.
All right, Carmisi. You saw Ravage intent on leaping into your face. It was the quick movements of Sleeper that stopped that from happening. What would you like to do? Now, I would like to point out, even though Ravage's speed has been dropped, movement has been dropped to 0, Ravage is not restrained right now. He's just not going anywhere at the moment. Okay. But it's still very much a threat.
Picking up what you're putting down, but I'm also playing Carmisi. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to attack with a slash of my heavy blade, which is integrated as a hard point. Conveniently, it is sharp and silent. Not that was an incredible concern. All of my beginning things are just like not incredibly flashy. Like, I can double movement with my warrior rush.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really need that. What I will do is because my character is the hang up that they possess is vainglorious. And the way that was described in the book is they deliver a monologue at the beginning of every combat. So I just want a quick moment before Carmisi attacks where they kind of like straighten up, pull out their sword, like, you think you can fight me? I know I've heard stories and legends and myths and everything about you, and you're probably the most terrifying Decepticon there is, but I am beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. And then they're gonna go ahead and attack.
But I am beautiful. All right.
They don't need brains.
Quick note, grappled target also if the melee attack against them targets their evasion, the melee attack gains an edge. But I don't know if this is against their evasion or not.
Probably going to be against their evasion, yes.
Okay.
Because you're attacking them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you gain an edge then. You're rolling 2d20. You're picking the best.
Hacking, yes. And then just refresh my mind. It looks like on my character sheet, I dumped a lot into might because I believe might is the skill that I roll in addition to a melee attack. Just going to pat myself on the back for that one. Oh God, that was a 1. So thankfully, we're just going to go ahead and 16 plus 3. That's 19.
That's going to hit. How much damage is that?
It is only 1 sharp damage, but I'm also deadly. A little something I picked up back at the shop, so that's going to be 2 total damage.
2 damage. Ooh, sparks fly as you slash into Ravage. Enough to cause, like, you all could see that in the night as Carmisi just draws that blade right across Ravage's body, causing it to screech at you. Kind of pulls back a little bit, but it gets hooked on the grapple gun. All right, that's you, Processor.
All right, so Processor's got this, he's got his close combat heavy bludgeon weapon, which is disguised as another exhaust pipe, but it's just a big giant metal club that he uses with 2 hands to just smash it right on top of him. He was thinking about shooting him, but then he realized that was going to alert the authorities. So.
Okay.
He gets a 15.
Well, did you roll that with an edge?
No. Let's see.
Yeah, you roll that with...
Oh, because he's being held. He still only got a 15. That was...
Okay, he is going to dodge that. You see, as you bring that thing down, Ravage, you sees it coming and just kind of leaps agilely to the left. And this thing slams into the ground right next to you. Also, I'm sorry, and we should have modified that roll. We'll do it next time. You don't have to worry about it. But you're large attacking small. So you actually would have gotten a downshift in your attack because he's harder to hit for a big target like you. So leaps aside, that is going to make it Ravage's turn now. I need to find out what the rules are on breaking grapple.
It's a standard acrobatics, athletics, brawl, or finesse against my toughness.
Okay. Let me look at his stats.
That's so many things.
Right?
I mean, I guess it means like you're slipping out or you're just physically breaking it or you're, I don't know, untying it carefully. Who knows?
Okay. So then we roll against each other then.
Oh, it's against my toughness rating.
Oh, well, okay. What is your toughness rating?
12.
Said that real quiet.
What is that? Okay. When Ravage leaps to the left, Ravage rolls into the gravel, and as soon as he does, ping, the grappling hook just comes right out of the side of him. It breaks free. And with that, Ravage is immediately going to bolt. The Panther just gets up and just like to the, like, you guys were attacking, flanking, like you had all turned around to re-engage because Carmisi was kind of hanging back. Ravage takes off in the opposite direction. And actually, okay. Ravage is going to do attack and then bolt.
Yeah, of course.
What's your speed, Sleeper, out of curiosity?
9.
9? Oh, okay. You know, no, I don't think I'm going to chance it. I think Ravage, with priorities the Ravage has, is going to bolt. Just going to bolt.
Okay. What direction though? Like towards the base or away from the base?
It takes a full action, correct, to get rid of the grapple, I believe.
What's the book say? Can as a standard action. So
yeah, okay.
They still have the other actions,
yeah.
I believe.
No, he's gonna bolt. But with him bolting, it means that Processor and Carmisi are going to actually get a contingency attack.
Ooh.
Because he's using a move to basically get away from the two of you.
All right.
So you're both going to get a free contingency attack, and he's not attacking you this round. So,
well, I rolled a natural 20.
But before you roll, did you downshift?
Yeah, because that's all I got.
Oh, you just rolled a 20 on the 20-sided die?
Yeah, because for Brawn, I've just got one D2, so I just didn't roll the D2. Right?
Okay, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, so you got a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
How much damage is that?
I thought actually it's only just one. It's one.
One's a lot of damage in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One blunt.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Carmisi.
Oh gosh, these are not the most legible. 13.
Okay.
Hold on, I have to add something to that. That's with my slashy slash. That's 13, 14, 15. That's a 15.
Yeah, no, Ravage gets away. You basically, as you see Ravage kind of leap up and start to dart, you watch Processor recover from that swing and just bring it back up and bring it back down. Nice. You're pretty sure it hits because you can hear the clanking sound of metal on metal, and just you see the flank of Ravage just kind of skid across the ground, kicking up more gravel, just sitting at spring against the trees all around him as he takes off into the dark. You slash at the open air, but that panther is gone. And
we had him.
As a free action, is going to make an infiltration test to disappear right in front of you guys. So if anyone wants to...
Can I roll alertness to follow him?
Yeah, if anybody wants to roll alertness to see if you can keep track of him.
Sure.
You may...
I mean, I took a plate in it to try and do this kind of stuff.
Do that. Standard roll.
Yep.
9.
9.
19.
Ooh.
Okay.
7.
Ravage disappears right in front of all of you.
Wow.
Just right into the night. Just goes completely quiet. And you're all just kind of watching. And for a moment, you're waiting to see if he comes back. And it becomes clear he's not.
Should we go check up on the humans?
We're still here. You hear Charlotte pipe up. That was terrifying. I didn't know they got smaller. I didn't know. I thought y'all were all just cars and jets.
No.
Oh, it's about the disguise, you know?
We're way more than just that.
Yeah, I got hobbies.
Charlotte finally peeks out, and she looks visibly shaken by the sight of Ravager, and she just says, "Is it okay to come out now?"
I think it's gone.
Yeah, we think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The night grows quiet again, and after a few moments, the sounds start coming back to the woods.
I think we're probably good to go forward again. I'm happy to discuss a plan finally.
It's an idea.
It is an idea.
Mm-hmm. Could be a thing.
You are happy to discuss a plan, Carmisi. What sort of plan did you have in mind to discuss?
Oh, I mean, my ideal way to resolve this entire situation would just be to charge in, create as much chaos as possible, figure out where they're guarding the area the most, so, where there's the most humans or the most like structures, destroy that, hopefully find the beacon, and then go home.
So your plan is go in, break stuff, and get it and get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Sounds
workshop.
Like a Carmisi plan.
That sounds like a Carmisi plan, but let's workshop this. We are 4 Autobots and 2 humans.
Yeah.
They have guns.
So we hide the humans?
I mean, we have guns, and we are hiding the humans. They're hidden.
Yeah, okay, so let's just... I think the momentum of the charge will disrupt enough of them so they can shoot less. And, like, have you seen the size of most humans? One sweep of his arm will just, like, take out 5 of them.
Seems like a bad idea to be noticed that much by the human military.
And also, from what I've seen... And from what I've seen from TV, they tend to shoot more when they don't know what's going on rather than less.
Yeah, and I don't think Optimus Prime would approve of us just
Tuition humans.
ourselves.
Honestly, I don't see a way in, sneaky or not, even if we're in alt mode, because they didn't see us coming, and they're gonna know, why is there a car here?
Wait, why don't we just smash through as cars? That's not as suspicious. I've seen it in like the Furiously Fast movies.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Things that happen.
I don't like agreeing with Carmisi, but they have a point. What if we can figure out where on the base the beacon is being held, we can smash through as close to that as possible. I don't like the next part of my the words that are going to come out of my processor. I don't like this part, but we get the kids to get the beacon, and then we go.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not bad. That ain't half bad. But I hate sending them in there without any cover.
Well, no, that's good. Well, that's the thing. If we all smash in as close to the beacon, as close to the location as possible, we provide them with as much cover as needed to get as close as possible. I mean, and then I shielded them once before. I can do it again.
Yeah.
Railer, you're small enough to go in with them, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmisi,
Yeah.
what about once we smash in? See how far we can race out and see who follows us?
Yeah. I'm going to kick your butt.
That way, maybe Derailleur and Processor can have fewer military people on them.
That's important too.
Yeah, I can shield the humans and Processor can shield me.
Yeah, and we race.
And you race.
We distract them. Make chaos. Yep.
Looks like a rematch.
You're on.
I can't believe this. I think we have a plan.
Yes. Okay, Sir Optimus Prime, sir, would have been so proud of us. This is really good.
Charlotte pipes up and says, "So what are we doing?
Oh, you're grabbing the beacon?
Really? You're gonna let us do that?
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that, right?
Just
Really
don't.
nice. We can do
Remember, what did I say earlier, though?
Don't throw plastics in with.
No, I said don't tape it for your podcast.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to tape this.
All right. Just making sure.
Well, we would ask before we did any of that. But if the day ever comes around, and Billy nods and says, yeah, we were thinking like maybe if there is ever a day that like you all decide to sort of not be robots in disguise anymore and things change and everything's okay, if we could sort of be the ones that introduce you all to the world.
Yeah, I think what the news people call that like a premium scoop or something like that.
An exclusive.
And that's the one, an exclusive.
If I recall
scoop.
correctly, it's called Brand New Music Video.
No.
I don't think it's called that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's called that.
No, it's not that.
Well,
All right.
You got it.
So
I think we're ready.
With this, the implications of this enormous promise in play, you all proceed down towards the base. Of course, it is night. You all are making noise, being very large Autobots moving through the woods. However, it is pretty dark out right now. As you are getting close to the base, though, your advantages that are given to you by the fact that it is so dark out and the trees are so large and sparse, those are starting to slowly fade away as you start getting closer and closer to this airfield, where a lot of the forest area has been completely cleared out a very good distance away from the perimeter. The perimeter, by the way, is now that you're closer, you can see is a 12-foot chain link fence with barbed wire all over it. And it looks like y'all are seeing the occasional guard walking around on the premises with a canine, moving around the exterior of the sort of the guards area, but like around where y'all are approaching, it's sort of like behind the great big military tents. You can see the military tents are probably about 300 feet from this location of where y'all are approaching. There's a big open grassy space. On the other side of the military tents are what you see as the airfield and a bunch of vehicles and whatnot that are parked over there that I'll leave it to you if that causes any anxiety or not. But there's a bunch of parked vehicles just kind of moved, sitting stationary. This big open grassy area with patches, large swaths of gravel. But you just see a guy and there's a man and a woman that are both canine units that are just escorting and looks like they're walking the perimeter. And you can see lights. This place is very well lit.
Those cars, is there anything like distinct about them, or do they kind of follow the trend of like the unmarked black cars or military?
They look very similar to the cars that y'all saw at that at that garage.
So slow and clunky because of all the armor. Got it.
Yeah.
If it's open enough, I think it's smarter to convert back into alt mode. Even if we get seen, I'd rather them see cars than bots.
It's true.
Bray, I think Optimus would feel the same. Sorry, I keep bringing him up, but I'm more worried about Ironhide, honestly.
No, Ironhide's nothing.
All right. You said that, not me.
Yes, don't repeat that, okay?
All right.
So, shall we convert and get their attention?
Well, we don't know where we're going first.
Yeah, we have to scope. What's the thing that you two do really well? Scout.
Yeah.
Just find the most defensed area. That's how it works in every action film I've seen.
Yeah, I remember I saw some show where like there was a talking car, kind of like us, but there was a guy inside of it and he couldn't convert, but he had some sort of sensor that told him how many people were inside and if they were armed or not. It was very sophisticated. I wish we had that kind of technology.
Oh yeah, Evening Driver. I remember that show.
Right.
You two watched that without me?
Yeah. The guy's name was the guy's name was Mike Evening.
I'm so jealous right now.
Is that really a show?
It was. I think they even tried to remake it in the early 2000s, but it didn't do.
Team Evening Driver.
Oh,
I love that y'all are on the perimeter of this military base, and y'all are like, "Oh
cracking
yeah,
jokes.
I saw that one." Then like the Autobots are sitting here like, "Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about." Yeah.
But we are prepared to scout as we discuss this.
Yes.
Okay. I will take your word for it.
Thank you.
How are y'all proceeding? Now, the humans, your two human friends have offered to sneak in there, but the truth is they are going to need some way of getting past that fence.
Yes.
So
Do we
this
wanna-
is one of those areas where I'm going to say, definitely think about your story points and definitely think about like utilizing Energon if you've got it. Also, keep in mind though, Energon will help you in some pretty tight spaces. Particularly, one of the things that's worth noting is, unlike the G.I. Joe rule set, Energon is one of the things that keeps Autobots functioning when they are at 0 hit points. Y'all can actually burn Energon to stay up. Think of it just like it's your endless fuel, basically. However, after that round is passed, you'll collapse. But just to give you an idea of how useful Energon is.
Okay.
Well, first off, is there a way to narrow down where exactly are we going instead of trying to plow through the fence and just let the humans loose?
Well, I think that's so. Okay. Derailer says that I think in this instance, with the plan being that you, Carmisi, and you, Sleeper, are going to provide distractions, I think that the humans should stay with Processor.
Sounds safer, yeah.
Yeah. So whether or not y'all want to ride in the compactor or in the front, the compactors, I've never had a problem in the compactor.
It's pretty close back there, all things considered.
We trust you if you want us to ride back there.
Yeah, and then he doesn't actually use it for recycling, so it's pretty clean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds fine.
So yeah, once Sleeper and I figure out the best place to kind of smash in, then I guess Processor, if you don't mind taking a hit for the team, we'll follow you in.
I don't mind at all. I mean, we could even make my holographic driver look like he's drunk or something and accidentally smashed into the wall. I don't know.
Hey, I'm here. I would watch that on Human News.
Fair.
All right.
Yeah, so let's look for a clear way in, and if possible, figure out where the beacons might specifically be at.
Mm-hmm.
And then the best place to smash.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what is the first order of business here then? Well, who would like to go first? Who would like to take the first approach here?
I think I will. Derailer will. We have converted, so I'm a bike again.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna stay about 20 feet before the perimeter, but I'm gonna start going around the perimeter itself to see. Okay. Yes, there's the airfield, but if it's a military base, there are definitely going to be some buildings that military people do military things in. I kind of want to make my way around there, hopefully without being seen or suspected to be like a deer or whatever, to figure out what's going on in those buildings.
Okay.
There's always buildings.
So as you move around the perimeter, you're looking for the best area where you might find that beacon and where it's being kept. With that in mind, I think what's going to help you here is making a check to see if you can kind of piece together with the likely spots, because there are so many setup. There's such a setup here. It's kind of difficult to tell where they might be keeping this thing.
Yeah.
So in that, I'm going to say, I would say this would be just an alertness check, but I'm going to give you an upshift on this. Yeah. Make an upshift for me and tell me what you get.
A 19 total.
Okay. So yeah, from the angle you're at, just from outside this chain link fence looking in, you're looking for any obvious signs. Like maybe it's in a secured building. There's like 3 or 4 buildings here. They're small office looking buildings, but maybe it's one of them. They do have a tower probably for the aircraft, but then it starts to occur to you, Derailer, those hazmat trucks might be your key to finding out where they're keeping this thing. I mean, the humans clearly have an idea that it's alien tech,
but they don't. But they don't know what it is, and
exactly
definitely want to treat it as something that could hurt them if they poke it the wrong way.
So you get the impression of looking at these hazmat trucks and the humans and the ones that are walking around, and also kind of where the guards are focused and the perimeter and inside. You get the impression it's probably in a collection of those large military tents. Okay. Now, keep in mind, these are, when I say military tents, what I'm talking about is they look like they're sort of like the mobile barracks, basically.
Yeah.
So they're quite large. They're basically like buildings that can be erected very quickly that are made out of like the tent fabrics and whatnot that are all terrain. You do see lights inside of there, and a lot of people with hazmat suits coming in and out of one of those buildings.
Okay. So it is. I assume that it doesn't take me that long to get around and to get back to kind of say, hey, I think. I say, yeah. So You know, in those movies where it's like something that the humans don't understand, and so they have to wear all this protective gear to handle it. Yeah, I think they're doing that with the. I think they're doing that with the beacon over there.
Well, wait. If they're all, then if maybe we shouldn't have the kids grab it.
Well, it's just because they don't know any better. Those humans just think it's dangerous. We know better than that. We know it's a beacon. It's fine.
Well, we know that, but I kind of want to hear Processor's thinking on this. Like, go on.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if they're over there in a tent, it might just be easier to keep the kids out of the way, and we just go smashing in there and smash and grab ourselves.
Still get to race though, right?
Well, yeah, we still need the distraction.
Great.
Yeah.
Just don't get too far away that we can't call you back once we got it.
Okay, but we're all doing this to like not be noticed, like super noticed, right? Because Processor, you blend in the least amount of all of us.
Right,
Yeah.
but I could just be an errant recycling truck.
Went up in a military base.
Wanted to
Recycle,
he
y'all.
had enough, and today was the day.
It's garbage day on the recycling base, on the military base.
Recycling base. Okay, yeah.
But here's the thing: do we know for sure that it's not harmful to humans? I mean, we knew the other one was, but maybe this one's different.
No, I think they were all they're all beacons that represent the same thing because you have to bring them all together,
right?
To
but maybe
try
this
and
one's been coded or went through something else, some other process. Is why they're all wearing what they call hazmat suits.
Didn't the kids just hold it last time we found them?
Yeah.
They did, but I'm saying there might be something different with this one.
Like,
Do any of us
radiation
know
or something?
already?
Yeah,
GM?
do we know?
I mean, so the unfortunate thing is Teletran wasn't able to actually discern. Teletran wasn't actually able to discern the specifics about the beacon, only that these were typically used on Cybertronian ships as sort of an SOS beacon to let people know where they had downed if there had been a crash of some kind. But considering its age, it's conceivable that it might have radiation, depending on like where it's nestled or how,
Right.
or they could be using radiation on it to try to find out what's inside. It's hard to say, but what you do know for a fact is that yes, the humans were able to handle the first beacon without any threat to their safety.
I mean,
I
did the
think
Railer just get it?
Well, I could certainly, if once I find out where it is. That's what the saddlebags are for.
Yeah.
And the humans can stay in your chassis, Processor, until we super need them.
All right.
They're going to be so disappointed.
Well, I
You
think
can't.
I mean, I don't think they'll be that disappointed. They'll definitely be excited to be right up there in the action.
We're right here.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot.
It's okay.
Easy to miss you sometimes.
Look, we're disappointed that we can't help, but if this is the best plan, then we'll go along with it.
Well, we still are going to have you with us because, no offense, Carmisi, it's going to be better than racing with Carmisi. So we're not saying that you won't be able to help. We just don't know if it's safe for you to help.
Plus, I mean, if all I got to do is bowl over some tents, that's a whole different kind of crash because I could just keep going. Smashing into a concrete and steel building is one thing, but just running over some tents.
Let's start with just that outside fencing. I'm sure
Yes, let's get
Carmisi wouldn't
smashing.
like the barbed wire to scratch their paint.
Right.
Oh no, I'm not going through first. No way.
So yeah, I'll lead everybody. I'll lead everybody around to where I think we should begin.
Okay.
Or
What's up?
what if Processor and because you're still going to need to smash. Actually, Sleeper, you wouldn't mind smashing through. I know this. If Processor and I and the kids smash in by the hazmat tents, and you, Sleeper, and Carmisi smash through somewhere else.
Loudly.
Very loudly.
Can you be loud, Carmisi?
I mean, are we still racing?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Done.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready to rev this engine. I mean, I
Okay.
know it's normally sound, but I'll make the vroom vroom sounds. I got this.
I love
All right.
that. So we're splitting the party.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
It went so well last time.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think you totaled, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so who's going first?
Sleeper, I think.
I guess
I think
I'll
Sleeper and Carmisia.
yeah, go in a way where I first want to just plow through the chain link fence, right? These are just a chain link fence, right? It's not gonna like I'm not crashing into some sort of big thing. You said it's fence with barbed wire.
Yeah, it's a 12-foot chain link fence with
Sure you
barbed
want me
wire.
to do it?
I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Because I could probably just slowly push it until it fell over. I wouldn't even need to.
No,
like,
it's a
smash
big
it.
wide. It's a whole wide thing, you know.
Yeah, I
The
know.
visual is beautiful.
But I just
Yeah.
go to one spot and just keep pushing until it just kind of goes.
Yeah.
Just watching.
You should see the torque I got on this thing.
The
Yeah,
pickup
in that
speed.
case, I want to plow right through it and have Carmisi right behind.
All right, you convert. You hit down and peel out and start racing straight towards this barbed wire fence. The plume of just stones being kicked up behind you as you race toward. You don't have that big of like I guess you don't have that much of a head start as you're racing towards this thing, but it's enough that you're going to be able to impact against it. Let me just look up the hit points of a chain link fence real quick.
Oh my
Is there a
God.
ram attack on this thing?
Actually, it does have a toughness. Let's see.
You can ram though. You and I got that.
I
Fancy door,
can
paper,
ram.
table, fiberglass. Nope. Heavy. Nope.
I got it too with the monolith.
Okay.
I think all of us can ram in our alt modes.
Yeah, it's not
I
gonna.
think so.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna get up to speed. You're gonna ram the fence. It's not gonna cause you any damage because you're not crashing. So I'm guessing you're leaving your headlights off. Or
This
are
is
you
the
leaving-
distraction. This is the distraction.
Oh, we're team
here.
distraction.
Oh, so you want your
yeah.
headlights on? Okay,
So not
They're
only are the
bright.
headlights on, I feel like my window should be down, and I'm cranking out loud grunge
Journey.
music as well.
Oh, okay, Nirvana. All right, so you peel out Carmisi right behind you. You come up onto the fence. There's a split second where one of the guards that's walking the perimeter, she turns and brings the flashlight into the lights that are shining on her now, and lets out a scream, grabs for her radio. About the same time you impact on the chain link fence, you feel the fence push back against you for a brief second as you hit the perimeter at high speeds. The metal of the fence does not break. However, the poles of the chain link fence start to strain against you, and you all watch as Sleeper basically gets netted. They go straight into the fence, and the fence does not give way. A military grade chain link fence does not break, but instead what happens is it kind of not built for the impact of a high-speed car of Sleeper's make ramming into it. Sleeper, you managed to rip up underneath the bottom part of the fence, and even though the fence doesn't break and the steel bends, you scrape underneath this thing as you uplift most of the 12 feet. There's a horrible screeching sound as the metal digs into the sides of your body and scrapes along the portions of your chassis.
Sun damaged roof.
Yeah, but you get through. However, Carmisi, you suffer the same sensations. Doesn't scrap the paint job because it's not a paint job, but you basically, there's sparks that fly as you follow right after Sleeper, and the two of you enter in the perimeter as the dog that she was walking starts barking like mad. She gets on the comms as she's laying on the ground. Some guy pulls a gun as y'all have busted into the interior area, and
With the
immediately
fence.
is immediately going to open fire on you guys with a handgun.
Okay, well, I think the fence at least acts as some defense. I'm just
yeah.
imagining us like we're now. I don't know if I could have caught up to Sleeper, but if we're both taking out this fence and just like kind of pushing and like collecting more poles.
Uh-huh.
This is wonderful. This is the kind of distraction that I think.
Oh yeah, big distraction. The fence is basically going to be useless at this point, but because it is so sturdy and designed so well and in place so well, the fence doesn't shatter or break, or you don't drive over it. You're literally the warping effect of these vehicles slamming into it is causing it to be pulled up out of the ground, and y'all are driving underneath it. So gotcha. Yeah, it's so when you break through when you're the second car behind and you break through the fence, it kind of falls back to where it was, but it hangs limp, just kind of hangs low, where if it weren't for the barbed wire, it'd be easy to climb over at that point. But now somebody could just crawl underneath it because it's been ripped up out of the ground. It doesn't have stability anymore. But yes, they're gonna get at least one pop off on you. I'm going to just for this out of combat round, as their action, there is going to be a shot on Sleeper as this human kind of takes a squat position and pulls out a handgun and squeezes the trigger and tries to shoot at the driver of this car, who just is clearly a security threat. I'm going to give, you are a speeding vehicle. The driver of the car is a smaller target. I'm going to give this a downshift. And actually, I'm going to give this, I think, because I think I'm actually going to give this a snag. So let's see. Okay, that's probably going to be what it is. I rolled the same number twice. So what is your evasion? What is it?
23.
Yeah, no, you don't even feel anything. They just fired into the dark.
I want my hollow to just stick his head out after it and go, coming through.
Yeah, they can't even hear you from the gunfire and the roaring of your engines coming through as you just kind of blast into the perimeter. Moments later, an alarm begins to blare on the base. It's like an air siren starts to go off. What is everybody else doing?
Processor, do you think that we were waiting? We were waiting for them, but were we watching them to see how that was going to go?
Well, I mean, we're watching them now, I guess.
You're right.
So,
about how long do you think we would wait till we did the same thing?
Indeed.
Maybe 30 seconds to see as many people draw off of that, put all their attention on that, and then away we go.
Yeah, I'd say no more than I agree with that. No more than a minute, because like the hazmat suit people never go towards the trouble. They try to protect whatever it is they're working on.
Right.
So we're gonna see what they do first, and then we'll go in and then we'll do the thing.
Okay. So y'all wait to see the hazmat people retreating basically into their tents?
Yeah, see what they do.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Just as you predicted, Derailer, they start dashing towards the vital areas of this base. All the hazmat folks start going into lockdown. You see a lot of people following protocol hit the deck as a lot of the security starts heading towards the area where the breach was detected. A lot of the spotlights are starting to shine in that area too.
Okay. Is there one tent more than the other tents that more people start to file into?
That's an alertness roll.
That's an alertness. Yeah. I'll take it.
Me too.
You too? Okay, go ahead and make an alertness check.
Where are the guards most intense?
Yeah. That's going to be, the answer is going to be Sleeper here in a second.
10 for me.
10?
20.
20. Yeah, the middle tent, the large middle tent is where it looks like most of them are rushing towards.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep, there are 3 tents. There's literally the one in the middle.
All right. Then I think without further ado, Processor, would you mind getting us in?
Not at all. And then I think when we go, my plan also would be when we get to the tent, I could kind of just clip one of the corners, right, so that I don't want. I mean that I don't want to kill the humans inside. That's not really my thing. So
Glad to hear that. You hear from inside here.
Would they have chosen to be in the front or in the back with me?
They would have been in the back.
Okay.
Yeah. They want to be somewhere where if bullets are going to fly, they want to be somewhere where they're not going to be at risk of getting hit by one. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's go barreling it on in there.
Okay, the defense is going to have a significantly harder time dealing with you, Processor, as you are large size. However, you're not going to be able to get the same amount of speed. That being said, it doesn't really matter that much with you. You are literally a giant recycling truck driving into this chain link fence. The fence has already been weakened, not far from where you are. So I'm not going to have any rolls or anything. You basically plow into this thing. And the fence for you gives way and goes under your wheels and doesn't present any resistance. Sleeper had already kind of loosened it up significantly. Carmisi did enough loosening as well. And then when it came to you, that was easy. You drive right over the top of that thing with no problems. Your entry into this, the first was shock and surprise. Processor, your entry into the combat is now causing straight up confusion and alarm because it seems like a multi-coordinated effort to breach this place, but also a recycling truck.
Street racer, recycle truck.
Yeah, from the forest. Like
that's even better.
There's a number of tactical reasons why this assault makes no sense to a lot of the people that are freaking out right now. But you enter into the main area, no problem. You are now within the perimeter of the base. And at this point, we are going to roll initiative.
Ooh, yeah.
So
we don't have any penalties or anything now, right? Everything's
no penalties.
All right.
And this area is well lit enough too that you're not going to have to worry about any penalties to vision or anything like that. 12. All right, Derailer.
13.
Processor.
17.
Jeez. Carmisi.
Found out I have edge on that, but it was a terrible roll. So that's just going to be 22.
Oh, just a 22.
Just a 22.
Just a 22. All right, stand
that is
by.
So cool. 21. I'm so sorry. 21.
21. Okay. So that's going to start us off. I'm sorry, you said you were at 21?
Correct.
Okay, so 21. So that's going to start with you, Carmisi.
Fabulous. Well, we have a particular goal in mind, and I can use my warrior rush to start to double my movement speed.
Okay.
Let me scroll down to double check. 60, because I'm long, which is the funniest thing to me. Sleek, you know. Yeah. So that's going to be 120 movement speed, and then for my action, or does that count as my action, the warrior rush? No, that would still be my movement.
Yeah.
What can I destroy? I've got my integrated hard point, so I don't need to pull it out. Like I don't need an action to do that. I just want to smash. I want to break something.
Okay, well that's easy enough. I mean, there's parked vehicles. There are basically power generators that have giant light, like the lighting fixtures that are shining on across the airbase right now.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you want to hit a lighting fixture?
Yep. The sparks will be beautiful.
You swerve away from behind Sleeper and just basically floor it all the way over to one of these lighting fixtures. Humans throw themselves out of your way as you rush towards one of these things. Yeah, let's look at the rules for ramming attack. It's 1 point. This is going to be, you don't have to really roll. Well, yeah, you're not going to have to roll to hit. You're literally hitting a stationary object.
Okay.
And it's going to be easy enough. So it's going to do a single point of damage plus, pull this up.
It's a flat one. Unless you have other skills that specifically increase it.
Double check. I don't think so, but that doesn't mean I have charge.
So what's your speed right now?
120.
120.
Correct.
Okay.
I do have charge. Let me double check what that does. Because it's my car stuff.
So, okay, with 120. So you're moving 120 feet around. Okay.
Doing my warrior thing.
So there is a hit point for like there is like a hit point factor for these kinds of things. However, at that speed, I'm just going to have this thing. Yeah, like a tough, like the toughness rating of like,
the electrical pole.
Like the chart that I have says flimsy wood, drywall, stuff like that is a toughness rating of 5.
Okay.
But that's its toughness. That's not necessarily indicative of what would happen. Because here's the thing. Drywall's all well and good, but a car driving at 120 feet per round, you're going to smash through that. That's not going to be a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and say that you are going to obliterate this generator. And a hail of sparks and explosions. Yes. One of the lights pops overhead. This thing is towering about 60 feet straight up. So one of these huge lights just explodes outwards as glass and sparks fly everywhere. You watch Carmisi slam into this thing. As you hit it, humans start rushing into your direction because it kind of, first of all, it's going to bring your speed to 0.
Oh yeah.
As you smash into it. So you slam into it and your back tires kind of leave the ground for a split second. Remarkably though, and this if anybody else was seeing this, that would be an indication that you're a Cybertronian and not a car. Your fender isn't even dented as you slam into this thing and just kind of go up and come back down. The explosions happen. Humans start rushing towards you, and that's your action.
You got it.
Okay. My turn. Indeed, it is my turn. So what am I doing?
Everything.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Is it cool or will we be afraid?
I think it's cool. Okay. Let's see. That's going to be... And that's as a... Okay, cool. Yeah. My action ends. And next up is going to be processor.
All right. So now's the time. How far away is that middle tent?
Let's see where you're at. I'd say the middle tent is probably about 100 feet from you guys.
Let's gun it. Run it and gun it right to that tent. But like I said, I want to clip the side of it to try to like either throw the top off or make it collapse so that we can, during the confusion, try to grab the...
So these barrack tents are designed so that they can take punishment. So if you smash into the side of it, you won't cause the tent to collapse, but you will cause significant damage to whatever's on the other side of it.
Okay. Now I do have the ramming special attack.
Okay. So what does that do for you?
It gives me an extra blunt damage to it, I believe.
Okay, so it's going to take 2 points as you smash into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so. Just so anybody knows, in the Transformers RPG, this game does combat brutal and fast. It's really exciting, but it also means that hit points are done a little differently. So when you hear something like a recycler truck only doing 2 points of damage to the side of a building, that's a lot of damage. That's nothing to shake off. That's significant. 1 point is just a good hit. 2 points of damage is a solid hit. An ouchie. Processor, you managed to accelerate. You do not behave the way a recycling truck does. You might make the same noises and you might look exactly the same and you might weigh the exact same, but it's not like you're on a diesel engine and it's not like you're having to pull yourself along the way a recycling truck does. You accelerate. Everyone in the back just goes, whoa, as you just pull forward, and a couple of humans also throw themselves out of your way as gunfire continues to erupt all around you. You clip the edge of that tent and it just falls away underneath your bumper. Like it wasn't there. You impact on something hard on the other side, and there is a mess of noise that you hear, a smashing sound, probably equipment that you just smash and obliterated as you clip the side of the tent. That portion of the barracks tent just folds in on itself and rips away. You expose the interior as it just kind of rips and tears.
Well, I guess I'll ask this on my turn.
Yeah. That's, unless you've got anything else, that's your movement action, processor.
Yeah, and since we don't want to convert, at least not right now. I guess I'll just, if that's all my movement, then that's where I'll be.
Okay. Yep. Then that's where you end your round, basically right behind this tent if you smash into it. And next up, 17 is going to drop down to, who is next? That is actually going to be Sleeper. No, I'm sorry. That's Derailer. Sleeper, you actually lost to Derailer. Derailer's going before you. What is up with that?
Sleeper is actually designed to have low initiative but high speed.
I guess that makes sense. Like,
yeah. So the question I was going to ask was, since Processor has clipped this tent and basically kind of like crashed the equipment inside and kind of like ripped the fabric off of it, can I, as he's pulling away from it, can I see what's in that tent?
Yes. Make an alertness check.
Sure. A 6.
There's chaos in that tent.
Yeah.
There's sparks. It looks like there might be a fire. And it looks like there are people in there running around, but it's hard to see what's inside. Lots of lights, though. Lots of lights inside.
Okay. I'm gonna let that chaos reign for a second then, I think.
Okay.
Because I know that this is one of the smaller tents, right? Or is this the big tent?
This is well, they're all the same size.
Oh.
So
then this is not the tent in the middle then.
No. Okay. No, processors are crashed into the tent that was closest to y'all. So the tent on the essentially the right of the big middle tent.
Okay. I'm gonna, let's see. Oh, hold on a second. I have an edge on that thing I just rolled.
Oh, okay. Roll it.
And that's a 13.
Yeah. The only thing you get is the interior looks like it has heavy hanging plastics, like thick, heavy plastics that's catching a lot of the reflection of the light. It just makes it really difficult to understand what's going on inside there.
Okay, no problem. Then I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop out and force these people's hands. So I'm gonna hop out and I've got a blade on one of my hard points that kind of act that in alt mode would probably be something like a like one of the spokes that, like, if it was a BMX bike, the kids would be standing on, but instead it's just sharp and intended
the
to
pegs.
Yeah, the pegs. Yeah. Thank you. That is intended to, drive by something and cut something. So I think I'm gonna make a perimeter of the middle tent and start cutting fabric.
Okay. Let's see. What's your movement?
My movement is 45.
So doubling that up. You won't get there this round, but you will be able to get there when you finish your movement action next round.
Okay.
So it'll be both of your actions spent basically at full speeding at a movement rate of 45, so 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the end of the next round, you'll be able to, at the end of your movement in your next round, you'll be able to get there.
All right. And so before I hop out, then I say to the humans, you stay back here until we say it's safe.
They don't seem to have any problem with that. As gunfire is heard all around you, Charlotte just nods and says, "You got it."
Yeah. I mean, I know you have sense, but use it. And then I hop out.
You just you convert in midair from bot mode to, and so e-bike hits the ground. You just start zipping over there. That's going to be your action. So now we are on Sleeper.
Are those jet planes still grounded?
They are, yes.
Okay. I would like to, especially if there's no humans still inside, let's ram them and then get out of there.
Oh my God. Okay. You're going to barrel towards one of these jets.
Yeah, because it's also, these are one of the few things that can track us all the way home if we don't screw up. I mean, if we, even if we lose everyone else, we're not going to out drive a jet. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. This is great. Oh my goodness.
Let me know if you also need a speed rating.
Okay. Yeah, you break free and start driving over there. There's too much confusion right now, Sleeper. No one's able to stop you as you just zip towards one of these jets. It looks like a large jet with sort of slanted wings to the side. You come barreling towards it at full speed. You'll be able to hit the landing gear of this jet easily and do serious damage to it if you slam into it.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's and part of it is just like, yeah, if there's not humans already ready to fly off in it, right? That's really messed up. But we're just messing it up so that they can't take off.
Okay, so you basically are going to smash into this thing using a ramming attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you clip the side of it. As you bash into the side of it, I'm actually going to say how much. That's 1 point of damage, right?
I have barrel through, which means that if I moved at least 20 feet before the attack, which I assume I did,
yes,
I deal an additional damage on a success.
Nice.
Okay, well, it's stationary, so if you want to make your attack, you can. It's a mobility. It's just a move check, right?
It's a drive check.
Drive check. Go ahead and make your drive check.
All right. So okay, there's a couple other factors here.
Yeah.
That same perk gives me an upshift on maneuver attacks. I believe this one is a maneuver attack now that I'm doing it at speed. So there's upshift. I have my racing background gives me an edge on my specialty land driving. So I'm with an edge, with an upshift, and it's a specialty. So there's a lot of clicky-clacky going to happen here.
Oh my God.
It won't look as cool as Carmisi running into that electricity pole, though. But, you can try.
Okay, let's see here. 18 as the base, plus the highest die is a 4. So that's a 22.
All right, so how much damage total is that?
For 2.
2 points is enough to destroy the front landing gear of this jet. Sleeper, you just demolished the front bottom end of an F-22 Raptor, a $150 million fighter plane. As you slam into it at maximum speed, the landing gear just goes folding sideways, and the front part of the Raptor just comes crashing down and lands off to the side. You can see the damage is significant as it comes crunching down. Almost the spine of the plane kind of bends a little bit as it crashes into the ground from the abruptness of your impact on the side, and you just speed right past it and swerve around, drifting off to the side with sparks just flying everywhere. That plane is not taking off anytime soon.
The head sticks out, yelling over the still going grunge music. My bad.
My bad. Okay, so that's going to be Sleeper's round. You guys basically got the drop on the base. After Sleeper is going to be... Yep. That actually might be you. Sleeper, make an alertness check.
Hearing?
No hearing on this one.
No hearing. Hmm. 12.
Okay. That's that round. 10, so then 9, 8. Yep. Okay, so 7. Humans finally react to everything that is happening around them. Gunfire erupts. Who is going to be the first to get shot at? It's going to be, well, honestly, Sleeper, you've kind of moved out of the range where the bulk of the people are. There are some humans around you, but I think pretty much everyone is going to get shot at this round. So I'm just going to roll. I'm just going to go down the list, and this will be interesting because here we go. And this is just going to be interesting. So I need to beat your evasion. Is that correct? Okay.
For whom?
For you, I believe.
First up is Carmisi.
Oh, okay.
Right. Carmisi just took out the lights.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower right now.
Let's see. What's your evasion, Carmisi?
16.
Nope.
I mean, they can also tank it with toughness if that's a higher number.
It is. My toughness is 18.
Okay. Okay. So, Carmisi, this is what's happening. Bullets are ricocheting off of your chassis right now. But it is worth noticing that as they ricochet off of your chassis, they are leaving a mark. These are, you can feel them as they impact on the exterior. These are anti-tank rounds that have been loaded into these guns.
Why? How could they be ready like this?
And as you hear the rifles going off, those unusual weapons that they were carrying, you're getting... Carmisi, you're getting the impression that they were anticipating something that would require anti-tank rounds, special weapons.
Over the comms?
Because why would they have that?
Seriously.
In one of the standard soldier rifled guns? Yeah.
You will hear Carmisi shouting over the comms about their anti-tank artillery. I don't know if that's the right word. And how unhappy it is. It's tempting me. And that sucks.
The good news is these are anti-tank rounds. These are not auto-fire weapons. You're just hearing shot rifles going.
They gotta manually reload those.
Yeah, they are not small guns. But they're also not built like 50 cals. They're not huge guns like you would see in the standard military. These are built like rifles. So they are using some advanced weapons here. But they do have to manually reload them. Yes, because an anti-tank round is huge and terrifying. All right. So the next series of attacks is... Oh, did I actually hit one of you? Did it finally happen? I think I did. Processor, what's your toughness?
My toughness actually is 7.
It's how much?
No, sorry. I was looking at my health. My toughness is 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. Again, you are catching like the edge of these anti-tank rounds as they are large enough that they are causing brilliant, like lava yellowed streaks in the night. And you can actually see them bouncing off into the darkness as they lose their heat. They just, you can feel it impacting on your chassis too. These humans are shooting to kill. Like they have weapons that can actually hurt you guys pretty bad if they hit.
Do I think that they know what we are?
Let's see. I think that might be an intuition to see if processor believes that or not. So what I might call for is that if you want to put that together and see if you can figure that part out, I might make that a smarts roll. And I might say make a culture check on that one.
Okay.
Tell me what you get.
I got a 6.
A 6. No idea.
All right.
Boy, those are big guns. Why do they have those?
I suspect that they might know, but
yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. All right, processor. So that was actually another round goes off. Man. Yep, this is what happens. Okay. Nope. I already know that's going to miss. Nope. All right. So you all hear the heavy thundering sounds of anti-tank rifles going off. There is small arms fire, but I can't, there's no way. I've already rolled for 3 of these guys and their small arms fire is not getting anywhere near. But the anti-tank rounds, however, that are bouncing off into the night and skidding across and into the darkness and whatnot, that is attracting the attention of the Autobots in the area for sure. As you guys can hear it. Shouting over the intercoms and whatnot, that is actually going to bring her into the first round of combat. So we're going to start round 2 as chaos has erupted in the military base. Now, surprise is over. They know y'all are here. Mm-hmm. They know that they're being attacked. So things are going to get intense now. We're starting with Carmisi.
Okay. Heck. Well, I think that Over the comms, have we made any kind of announcement that we're any closer to getting anything? It's been a little bit of shouting.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't said anything yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep racing and smashing things.
Okay, racing and smashing it is.
All right, let's keep it nice and simple. So I'm going to give you that drive. Or no, it's just going to be my movement of 120. I feel like you still need a drive to crash?
You do. You have to have at least, you have to move at least 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to move.
Are you looking to ram or crash? Because crashing is bad. Ramming is
sorry. Ram. Yeah, no crashing. No crashing.
Because crashing is what happened to you in the first session. And that didn't go so
we don't want a repeat of that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep driving around. I'm gonna try and draw the fire of most of these ground soldiers, and if I can keep like knocking things over, that would be fantastic. Because let's be real, that first tower that went down, that's going to generate sparks. Sparks create flames. It's dark. Nobody's gonna be putting out fires right now.
Okay.
I want to start more fires.
All right.
Is there another electrical pole?
Yes, it's easy enough. Like these. So first of all, these generators are mostly surrounding the center tent and are mostly lighting up the areas of where the tents are. So peeling out backwards and kind of swinging around and looping yourself back around, you can actually position yourself where you use the rest of your movement to slam into the next generator if you wanted to.
What a dream. Yes, please.
Okay, so the lights from the first generator have completely shut off at this point. It's been destroyed. So you peel out as you kind of whip around and drift off to the left and then come back to a seated position where you just kind of, and then you just steer right towards this generator. You'll get to move about 60 feet before you slam into it, dealing a single point of damage. Go ahead and make your drive check real quick on this. See if you manage to hit this thing. It's going to be very easy.
Yeah. 14 plus 5.
Okay, you smash into it. This generator is very similar, except for without the huge light show of sparks. This one just kind of crunches inwards. It makes this horrible grinding sound before it pops on the inside. You see smoke just billow out of the top of it. The lights above you, as they just kind of wobble back and forth, begin to pitch forward. A couple of people jump out of the way screaming as this 60-foot pole just smashes the ground, sending glass showering everywhere as this light goes dead.
All right. So all the lights are out for the humans. It's pretty much your turn to kind of figure everything else out now. I'm going to go back to racing. Good luck.
All right. Okay. Next action. Get ready. Here we go.
Oh boy.
So as all of this is happening, Sleeper, you hear a revved motor and then you hear get scrapped just as you are rammed. You feel this impact on the side of your body as a yellow sports car with a Decepticon symbol emblazoned on the hood slams into you at full speed. Out of nowhere, just smashes into you. That is going to deal... I went ahead and rolled the attack. It actually had advantage on you. And that is going to deal ramming. So it's going to be... it's actually just luckily that just like a standard ram attack, it is just 1 point of damage. Bam! Yellowed sports car. It looks like it's like one of the newest models of sports car. Brilliant, like shiny metal, like glossy, pretty yellowed sports car. It comes slamming into you at top speed. And swerves as you go spinning in a 360 Sleeper. You go spinning out of control and it converts right in front of everybody. You just see it slam onto the ground. This is a Decepticon named Detour. He comes skidding to a halt and immediately pulls out 2 blasters with a big smile on his face and goes, "You never seen anybody as pretty as me, have you?" And he aims the 2 blasters at you. And that's going to be his surprise action, and then he opens fire. The blaster bolts begin to go off.
But that's my arch nemesis.
What's your evasion, Sleeper? It's
23.
Pretty high. 23? All right. He's opening fire with 2 blasters.
Oh boy.
Let's see. What? Interesting. Okay, multiple attacks. Oh, but he's going to take 2 attacks, but this is going to be downshifted, so he's just going to be... Okay. No. Your instinct kicks in right away as you realize there's a Decepticon on you, Sleeper, and as those blasters, first of all, when they open fire, they're not blaster bolts. These are slugs. You feel slamming into the ground, these like blunted weapons just smashing into the concrete in front of you. You see them making holes right in front of you as you peel back. Your evasion saves you as this thing just opens fire, and he just starts laughing as he's pulling the trigger again and again and again and again. That's going to be his action. Wow. Next up is Processor.
Yeah.
If you want to make an alertness check, you can, Processor.
I sure would like to. And I rolled 1.
Oh, 1?
Well,
okay.
Technically I got a 2, but could I use a
Do it.
a story point to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can use, if you rolled a 1, you can use a story point to scrap the 1.
Scrapping the 1.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled another 1.
Oh my god.
400?
You remember that?
The 1 in 400 chance of that happening.
Yeah.
And that happened on physical dice.
Cursed.
So, Processor, everything's going according to plan. What would you like to do?
Well, do I have eyes on Derailer?
No. In fact, you don't have the only person you have eyes on right now is Carmisi.
Oh wow.
All right. Well, if I rolled 2 natural 1s, I mean, I think I would just be I think I would just be waiting there, waiting for somebody to come running back out.
All right. So yeah, you basically just kind of.
I'm trying to follow those natural 1s here.
Yeah. You. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. You would see Derailer. Yeah, because Derailer is currently blasting their way. She is like going full speed towards the tent that you just clipped.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm still on the edge of the tent.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I did. I do have a hard point that could fire while I'm in alt mode.
Okay. What does it do? Is it your shotgun?
It's a exactly. It's a shotgun.
Oh God! All right. So
Right.
what are you using that on?
Well, I think I'm going to wait because.
Okay.
Well, hold on though. Do I see any of those enemies that are firing slugs at everybody? Are those
humans? You can see everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as bad as I feel, they are firing on. They are firing on us. So. I'm just going to do a shotgun blast in their general direction.
Okay. Not a problem. Don't worry. I'm not a GM that is out to get you. If you tell me you don't want to kill anybody, but you want to defeat them, that's the name of the game.
Right. I don't
remember. People are just defeated in this game. It's Saturday morning cartoons. So, yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
It's got a scatter shot on it too, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In a 15-foot cone.
Okay, that's going to hit at least 2 of them.
Well, I rolled a natural 20. I'm not even... So that's made up for those 1s.
All right. I'm not even... So, yeah. So, 2 of these humans, as you angle yourself over and the gun just folds off the side of the like where the fuel tank would be, I guess. Mm-hmm. The cannon erupts as you activate the shotgun. You see the superheated metal of the fletchet rounds just tearing through some of the scrap that's been made from like the destroyed fence, the destroyed generators. Sparks blink into existence like a lightning bolt for a split second, and then showers of sparks from this shotgun blast of an Autobot. It's enough to make 2 of the humans drop down to 0. So they're actually going to drop their weapons or flee screaming as they see this coming off, heading for cover. They are defeated. They bolt. Okay. And the next round, as it comes up, that was Processor. The next person up is going to be, it's actually it's Derailer.
Yeah.
Derailer, as you're running into the tent, you just happen to glance to your right, and you see two things. You see a very familiar Decepticon. Again, you guys know each other's names.
Yeah.
Autobots and Decepticons know who they are. You see Detour, who is one of the warriors of the Decepticons, an arrogant, brash Decepticon who is incredibly obsessed with his looks.
Yeah.
But that's not what you also notice. There are 3 other pairs of headlights driving at full speed towards y'all's area where y'all are engaging the enemy. You kind of pause and just look, and you see all 3 of them start to convert in midair and slam onto the ground. They are all armed with blasters. The confusion and terror you hear in the humans as they begin to realize what is here and what's going on. And the Decepticons begin to open fire indiscriminately at everyone who is running around. And that is where we are going to pause.
Oh.
They make us look so bad.
Right?
Yeah. Oof.
Okay.
Also,
Ravage got
away.
Ravage got away.
Who got away? Ravage. Oh, is that
Ravage
what
got
those
away.
alert checks were?
The alert checks were to fight, because while y'all were breaking into the base, so was Detour.
Yeah.
Ravage came back and reported, and Detour said, "We're making our move now. Then we're going to wait until they hit him first, and then we'll hit right after."
I figured, yeah.
And so I gave Sleeper an alert chance to see if he saw that Detour had hopped the fence and was coming at him at full speed, and Detour just took it out of jet, didn't notice it. The last thing he heard was "Get scrapped, Autobot," as this thing slammed into him at full
How
speed.
rude.
Oh, the rudest.
Right?
Also, he doesn't look better than I do. We're just gonna Kermesi's up here. Derailleur down there.
That's gonna do
Detour,
it for us.
you mean?
Yeah, Detour. Oh no. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us for this session. We will catch you on the next adventure when this battle erupts here in this government facility. Autobots, humans, Decepticons. See you next time.